Are you struggling to get traction in your business? Are things just not going the way that you hoped or planned at the speed that you wanted it to happen? Well, there might be one thing that is sabotaging your success and you might not even know that it is. In this episode, I'm going to share with you what that one thing is and how to eliminate it immediately so you can start seeing the results that you want to see in your business. So stay tuned. My name is Tanya and I help entrepreneurs and network marketers create success faster while most importantly designing a lifestyle that you love. So if you're new here, consider subscribing because I put out a brand new training episode and a resource for your business each and every week. Do you use words in your business like, I'm confused, I'm so frustrated, I'm just so overwhelmed, I really just don't think that I'm cut out or made for this, or I'm technically challenged and I just don't understand. Or maybe you're just making a whole bunch of excuses and you're being a whiny little baby in your business. Well, as Henry Ford says, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, being an entrepreneur since 2010, it is not easy being your own entrepreneur. It is not easy being your own business owner. It is not easy. But if it was easy, everybody would do it, and that would mean that the income potential would not be the same. And where your success is going to lie is going to be in the opportunities that are presented in front of you that are tough and how you handle those tough situations. So I'll give you an example. Always when there is something big right around the corner, it's funny how this works, something will try to sabotage that success. So before you earn big, you typically have a breakdown, but a breakthrough cannot happen without a breakdown. And so I'll give you an example. Every time that we're getting ready to launch a new training product or put something big together in our business, there is always some sort of breakdown that happens. Either a website decides to crash or we have something happen in our team right before we're ready to rank advance in our network marketing business. And so if you think that you're the only one that has trials and tribulations that kind of are tough in your business, I want you to think again. Some of the best of us who have created the $1 million success stories out there have gone through a lot of trials and tribulations, and without those, we wouldn't be the strong entrepreneurs that we are today. However, when a difficult situation presents themselves to a successful entrepreneur, we tend to deal with it a little bit differently. We ask ourselves better questions. So instead of getting frustrated or overwhelmed or using language that does not serve us in our business and can actually sabotage our own success, we actually use words like, what else could this mean? Or phrases like, what else could this mean, right? So when something happens that's really bad or negative, or I just want to throw in the towel or sometimes quit, I'll ask myself, what else does this mean? And I truly believe that everything does happen for a reason, even though it's something that we might not want to face or go through. It had to happen in our business to get us to the next level. And sometimes things are testing us to see if we're worthy to earn the success that's on the other side of that situation. So your words that you use and your attitude in your business is either going to serve you in your business or it's going to completely sabotage your success. I work with students and clients all the time, and I always have to do a little bit of a conditioning speech whenever I get started working with somebody to let them know that when you work with me, you're not allowed to use language like I'm confused, I'm overwhelmed, or I'm frustrated, because it's not going to serve you. And I'm typically looking for people who have better language patterns in their world than those kinds of patterns. So if you're privy to using those types of phrases, you got to catch yourself and you need to rewire your words, because as Henry Ford says, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're absolutely right, and that will dictate your success. And I always like to say, if you change your mind, you'll have more change in your bank account. Now, in every episode of Tanya TV, I like to equip you with a powerful resource that you can download and use in your business, because you might be asking yourself, well, Tanya, how do I change my language? How do I change my internal self-talk? And one of the most powerful resources that I can give you is something that I put together, which is 25 affirmations to increase your confidence and increase your success in your internal self-talk. And if you want to know what these 25 affirmations are that you say to yourself every day, things that I say to myself every day that has helped me change my internal language to be more serving to my success. You can get my free script affirmation list that we put together for you at tanyaeliza.com/61 download, the number 61 download. We'll leave a link for that either in the resource section or description box if you're watching on my YouTube channel. If you're already on my blog, it'll be the big yellow button right below this video. You can click that button and I'll give you my 25 affirmations that I use that has helped me change my internal language to serve me better and allow me to have a lot more success and confidence in my business. Now, a couple things I want you to remember. Nothing big ever comes easy. So if you think that you want things to be easy peasy and the roses are always blooming and colorful and smelling good, you got to think again when it comes to building your business and being an entrepreneur. So I want you to build a very strong business, and the only way to do that is to have a strong mindset and attitude that you can do it without using disserving language in your business. So immediately right now, I want you to get rid of that language that is not serving you. Do not use confused, overwhelmed, frustrated. Is this really for me? Quit being a whiny little baby in your business and start manning or womaning up, lady bossing it up, because you deserve success in your business. It all starts with you. And here's a little exercise to prove my point. I want you to think of one very successful person that you know, somebody that you admire, that you look up to, that you would like to be like. Now, for me, that happens to be Richard Branson. I think that he is obviously uber successful, but I like his demeanor. I like a lot of the things about him and how he runs his life and his business. Now, think about that successful person, whoever it happens to be for you. Think about what they say and how they act. Do you think that they're always walking around like, I'm so frustrated, I'm so overwhelmed, or whatever? Or do you look up to them and do you admire them and go, ooh, I really want to be like that person? Now, if they walked around using negative language or disserving language or even unedifying to themselves language, right? Do you think you would look up to them the same? Probably not, right? So people are watching you in your business. I would encourage you to give them something really good and admirable to watch. And just remember what I always like to say, with every breakdown, right around the corner of that little breakdown or that big breakdown, there is a breakthrough waiting for you, okay? But it's all how you handle that breakdown. So if you're confused, if you're overwhelmed, if you're frustrated, if you're, if you don't think that something is for you, if you're having that weaker moment where something stretched you to the point where it's kind of forced you into that weaker moment, naturally, yes, it can happen. Change your internal language, but also just know that right around that corner of your confusion or overwhelm or frustration, there is something big waiting for you. So break through that and then get and celebrate that big win and that big breakthrough that's right around the corner that's waiting for you. And if you need some help with that, make sure to pick up this week's free resource that I've made for you, which is my 25 confidence and success boosting affirmations to help you create success faster inside of your business. You can pick that up at tanyaeliza.com/61 download. Question of the week. Are you brave enough to share something that maybe is holding you back in your business right now that you are gearing up to charge through and break through? If you have something that you think might be holding you back that you're gearing up to charge through, share it in the comment section below and join in on the conversation. I'd love to hear what you're working on that's stretching you, that's helping you grow, and you're gearing up to break through and celebrate a big win on the other side. So did you get some value out of this week's episode of Tanya Eliza TV? I sure hope you did. We put a lot of work into it, and the goal is to make you a super strong entrepreneur that people want to be around and join and work with and buy from. That is my ultimate goal for you in this episode. And if you think anybody else needs this message to become a stronger, better entrepreneur in their business, make sure to share it and like it via one of the social media links around this video. I would be most grateful that you did, and we will see you on the next episode of Tanya Eliza TV. New lipstick. Super bright, super hot pink. Thank you, Nadia Melton. So we had to do the hair to match the hot pink lipstick, and Nadia, the 80s cold and they want their lipstick back.